Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Olsem Wanem. The National Capital District of Papua New Guinea holds the country's capital city, Port Moresby. The Governor, Powis Parkop, has proposed a ban on buai in public places. Talks of the ban started last year. However, the time has come where the National Capital District Commission is formally commencing the ban next month, October. First, let's take a look at buai culture in PNG.
Tropical view because you'll be keeping it real.
Betel nut, or commonly known as buai, is the seed from the palm Oreca catechu. Tropical climate conditions in Papua New Guinea are perfect for cultivation, hence the support of this chewing tradition. In PNG, the betel nut is chewed in a combination with lime powder and mustard. The buai debate amongst many in the capital city brings the issues of customary versus commercialism. While many believe the exchange and chewing of buai is the customary act displayed at feasts, festivals, homes with families and gatherings, an equal amount of people believe the act of chewing buai has left its sentimental ties with tradition and is now a lot to do with commercial practice. Buai is sold anywhere at any time, unregulated and untaxed. Some of the reasons why the National Capital District Commission is clamping down on betel nut in the capital city. But betel nuts are also used in cultural attire, attached to body necklaces, and are given to people of honorable status at ceremonies.
I don't know whether say Dr. Pukatam is a chewer, but he's got the best betel nut and mustard.
Sometimes in bundles ripped directly from the palms, symbolizing appreciation and or respect. However, majority of its use involves the action and tradition of chewing. The hallmark is the red-stained lips and the euphoric feeling contributing to social interactions. Whilst there are no formal statistics on the number of betel nut chewers in PNG, predictions surround a figure of near 2/3 of the population chew betel nut regularly. This includes children as young as 8 to the elderly.
Me let's finish online or give me excuse or say in passing custom. Now I mean not be any custom. Now you me kage boya you me just commercializing that's all. Me yet come lo halfway also kage boy na be any custom. Time all vista come looking you give me boy you la kage lo house. Time you go walk na you come back or you go fishing na come back na you la kage finish. Then you la sharing boy na you la kage. Time to walk in peace. Fight come up now, you may walk in peace, you may exchange boy. Time to married, you may exchange boy. You know, now 24 hours, 7 days a week, kaya anywhere, anytime, any place, na speed log that. I'm no custom. So, me, less lot is a kind excuse a lot of people blame. You know, line log give me excuse. Number 2, online working money, yeah. Me like talk sabe Olsem. Inside the city, okata line work money. You got regulation stuff. You like selling ice cream, you got regulation stuff. You like working restaurant, you got law stuff. You like working selling beer, you got law stuff. You like working one kind of business, okata beanim law stuff. Even online selling cow na vegetables here, all beanim law na go a designated market. Now all pay him some la fee. But line no selling boy, only like harim this guy. Only like behind him. Only like working like blongol, kasi money blongol na. Okay, the PPN na pek na rubbish give him the public na. NCDC you may pay plenty money to Maslow. Rouse him as a PPF blongol or line kake boy na or salim boy. So him up now. Time up.
You're watching Olsem Wanem. When we come back, we reflect on other betel nut cultures in Asia and how they approach betel nut chewing today. Welcome back to Olsem Wanem. Betel nut chewing is a custom that has long established roots throughout Southeast Asia, We reflect on other countries that partake in the custom and see how they're managing with positives and negatives of betel nut chewing.
The area of betel chewing encompasses an area 11,000 kilometers east-west and 6,000 kilometers north-south. Today, it is mostly cultivated mainly in India, Malaysia, Polynesia, Micronesia, and most places in the South Pacific, including Papua New Guinea. The components of betel nut chewing are different. In India, betel chewing requires a pan leaf, is smeared with lime paste, then packed with boiled areca nut and spices. Rolled into a quid, then chewed. In Malaysia and Singapore, the activity is known as makan sireh. The prepared nuts, boiled, sliced and sun-dried, are wrapped with a betel leaf from the betel pepper. The leaf is wrapped and sprinkled with burnt lime or chunam made from limestone or burning seashells or coral stones in water. The practice of chewing pan was adopted by Buddhism, and thus the habit widened beyond India and moved to China, Vietnam, Burma and Thailand, to name a few. As we move towards the 21st century, the 2,000-year-old custom of betel chewing seems to be losing its appeal in Southeast Asia, at least in urban areas. Changes in the marketing of ingredients in Southeast Asia reflect a response to changes in consumption. Vendors selling leaves, nuts and lime from a plastic bucket on street corners in the cities are gone, suggesting a decrease in the demand for ingredients and a decrease in the custom. Other modern social taboos, such as spitting, as well as the presence of oral precancerous lesions leading to major public health issues, have contributed to the decline of betel chewing.
A campaign to ban spitting in public is gaining support in Burma. People chewing and spitting betel nuts is common in the country. The problem is they leave behind a red stain wherever they choose to aim. The ban's being proposed by politicians who say public buildings and property have been damaged by the spit.
The sale and irresponsible consumption of betel nut has plagued the city for too long. Everywhere there is that all too familiar sight of betel nut spit. That in itself is a health hazard. 1/3 of reported TB cases nationwide, that is 500 to 600 people, are in NCD. This fact, including other health and hygiene factors, warrants immediate action to arrest this issue.
Most Asian countries, like India, are also facing the burdens of unhealthy habits from betel chewing. Campaigns against spitting are widely advertised around urban centers, especially in public places.
The buai business, which involves cultivation and cash crop, has been described as one of the major contributors to the informal economy in PNG. It has paved its way as a wealth creator, giving many opportunities to those unlikely of finding permanent employment in the job sector. A major uproar against the proposed ban centres mainly around those involved directly in the betel nut trade in Port Moresby, asking what becomes of them when the ban starts. Olsem Wanem travelled down the Hiratano Highway to visit the Hebao village in the Central Province, west of NCDC. The villagers are betel nut growers, with vast land space occupied by betel nut plantations. They are a major source of the buai business in NCDC and expressed their concerns for the NCDC buai ban.
MEKEO, that's my home. Very far. For youths, kalau kevaya ikupunga. Iseku youths, iso ikupunga. Inaupangua, take me home. Sweet, hey, make your life. Sweet, sweet, make Aye upangua. Sweet, kapai velo, inai velo. Sweet, sweet,
Yeah, the whole village and the whole Mekeos. We mostly depend on betel nut alone. There's no other crops. This is our livelihood and this is the only cash crop.
We have grown up with betel nut. And for the governor to say no to betel nut just like that, it really affects us. Because our children's school fees is betel nut. We sell our betel nut to get money to pay for our kids' school fees. Any of our feastings, death or pride prize or anything, we also rely heavily on betel nut.
If he bans the betel nut for a long period, it affects the Mekios. He hasn't explained where the locality of the new markets. So we are waiting for him to come along to Mekeo to explain.
Yes, the cash crop has been introduced so many years ago. Our fathers have planted rice, but rice has not been so successful in our area. So what more? They've introduced cocoa. The people have formed associations, cooperatives. Where is cocoa these days? And so, our people have also cut copra, but they're not producing copra now. So, it's really a concern because betel nut it's sort of a cash crop to us.
The people haven't thought of any other ways because right now everyone is planting one betel nut seed into the ground to make a living in the near 5-6 years. And we see that the people do not have a hope of doing something new.
I feel really bad about that situation because it's out of the town and it's not really safe for us women.
We want protection from the government to make sure we are safe and what price we will sell our betel nut at, and the number of bags to be put into the bag, vehicle, and how many times the betel nut will go into Port Moresby.
If the government want to put the betel nut ban throughout the Port Moresby city, then the government should get up and build a wholesales and everything outside that Port Moresby city on the central ground so that we can buy our own text there instead of giving the text to NCD.
We don't chew betel nut because we believe in one of the texts in the Bible that says that the body of the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which we believe that we have to look after the body where the Spirit can stay and can be at work in our lives, and also to see that when we take betel nut, we are spoiling the house of God. Though we are in the Mekeo as people of betel nut, but we do not take betel nut. We only sell for income purposes.
You're watching Olsem Wanem. When we return, Governor of National Capital District, Powers Parkop, talks more on the buai ban in public places. We find out the values of maintaining a clean, healthy and safe capital city. Welcome back to Olsem Wanem. In the middle of this buai ban saga, there is the capital city, Port Moresby, as the largest city in PNG and the gateway for international visitors and countrymen alike. Governor Powers Parkop is using every effort to promote the city and lift its standards, encouraging Port Moresby to lead by example. The ban will be placed on public places and enforced by unemployed youths. He says much of the ban involves attitude and behavior changes.
Me like making clear also, like me like stopping this salim na kay buhay inside the city. Me ba inyo naksimam la profit longen. Me ba iksim na imnong gutu lo political side. Line also kay buhay na salim buhay. All by thinking krangilo mina. Vote to by milusi. Long bla time NCDC try long regulate all. Talking all well or salim buhay na well on kai na how lo kai. Wa ono la harinto. Before time lo me come up governor lo 2007. NCDC working place. Put him market law, some Tokarara na ola market na. I think one law gone stew or some place for selling boy. And wasting money blow you me spending plenty money law. Clean them up rubbish na PPF blow you me. You me wasting plenty money. Now West Emosem Emi Wamba health hazard. Inside the city now, same person blow you me residents blow city. We got 1/3 of the reported case of it, TB inside the city.
The most important thing I like to by me talk Olsem Lord Man Mary, time you chew this la boy, emi got big pla birua by come up law, Olsem today, tomorrow, me worry no good through law, lick pikinini all chew him, me must talk him all papa mama, Olsem play toy or Olsem you play tasona brook him all sambla play toys now you walk about go. Body ya. Body. Suppose you put him inside, he go up. And we got triple effective stuff. What happens when you chew this lime and things, and it's going to affect your cheeks first. So you saw Papa got him give him all got something strong na good plus it. Me play it, bagrap him stuff. And I must say that when I do wrong thing, I must know I'm doing wrong thing. And I hope people won't get angry with me or upset with me. Me also feeling lo hamamas lo share him knowledge so na me talk stuff. So it actually affects the we say mucosa in our medical term. All skinny stuff inside the mouth long and by go irritation. Now give him one rest lo mouth blow you now you go also walk him. Now you look him also get triple effect come up lo cancer. Now you will see that a lot of mouth cancer, the oral health, the people in the dentistry and all, they are working hard to talk about wash with the Colgate and about, because the more you do, you're going to irritate the thing. It's like apple, and messed up good through, naps look. Suppose you cut him, but you look him also inside him, mau penis na bagrap penis. How na ba you straight him? Long way penis na. Now you sit down one and Papa got so na by cry or some. Me give him life blow you back. Okay, me alright. No get me play it. Birua come up lo me play. So by bagrap him inside which you me no save. After 5 years or 6 years when the problem come hard. So mouth cancer, throat cancer, it affects the throat, mouth and all the other cancers. It's important. Important to remember is it also brings this cancer. They call it as carcinogen. Carcinogens are this particular chewing buai habit. They bring this carcinogen is the time sigarapim lo life lo you lo come up one blood cancer lo body blow you. Got association one time liver cancer. Let me tell you, the researchers, international researchers have shown chewing betel nut has got high association with the liver cancer, mouth cancer, esophagus time or kai go down in kai ropia, got esophagus cancer, now stomach and cervix cancer. All place below in Pignini come out lol Mary too. We got it in Papua New Guinea. And chewing buai habit has got association with cervix cancer, lol man lo prostate cancer, na lungs. So you will see it has got a high association with the cancer development. And I'm sure you got your own one talks, you would have gone through that, and I think it should be a learning curve for us. Children have to stay away from these things, because by the time the productive age come, when the age of 25, you're already disabled with some kind of physical problems.
So as a leader and a mandated leader of people like me must work in this condition. Some line like me, I must long end, but I must have long all year. Me by walking to the market. I'm to cover all line come along a Magi Highway. Line with me about Rigos was all got boys or come selling the city. By me providing market on one block along the Magi Highway, all get selling market outside the city. Kai boy outside the city. Narapla by you me walking law, Hiritano Highway. After Sabusa, after Laroki. No narapla condition where extraordinary or unusual or unique or narapla kaino. Oh, this is the condition. All land lo you me lo city lo again, all walking penis. You la go again, you go market prosper or Kagamuga or go Kaiwe market, you go road, you go Enga or Southern Islands. You go Salim Buena, Kaigalo. It's outside of the city. You go Gorokantu, but you go Kefamo or some lab, you go Semna, Fanifa or some lab, you go down or Semna. You buy Salim Buena, Kaige boy, yeah. Ina no plus something. You go lay to, but you go 4 mile or 9 mile, na you salim boy. You go medeng to, you go 4 mile market long, close to the Waggle Bridge or some blah blah blah. You back again boy or salim boy. Ina no plus something. So, line by you city, no can give him excuse not to. Governor making tough, you mean no. It's not unusual. Okay, the line by you me walking. But me like talk of him. On the positive side, me like give him full credit lo line by you me lo Cocopo lo East Britain. Na ala tao lo mili bay progress. Trouble line. O salim na keke boy lo town lo yumi, but no kat spend na PPR. Responsible sellers and chivers. Mila wani mo line or bakarim when ya boy to come inside lo city. Time many come in place. The liability but will be on the carrier, the carriage. You line PMV, you carry boy come inside, allow him passenger lo carry boy come inside. The recommendation to the board will be the fine by golo PMV ona. Because ona blong usa di carry boy come. Mino salo, and can escape too ya. So Pablo PMV, you bugs in fine. Now any gini na all third level airlines PNG, you carry him lo oro province or carry him lo lay come. You bugs in fine because you know sa clean him city or send me. You know sa pay him all workman Mary long clean him city. People are wasting plenty money for public lo clean him city. Yeah? You carry boy come, you pay for it. Applies to all the merchant shipping too. Or Pablo ship consort or Wanem kind coastal shipping. You carry him boy lo province or Milimbeyo, Keremao, carry him lo Wanem ya lay come or Medegi come. Why you can find too ya? Why you can find? Because you know sa clean him city. Helping people to clean him city. And the boy sellers also contribute long when I'm helping to clean him city. So by finding all of you. Here I am capital city below you me. It's supposed to be the pride of the nation. It's supposed to show example and standard and promote the good values that are important for the prosperity of our people.
But we Papua New Guineans are very smart. We have many ways we can make money. That's not the only way we can make money. So we got skills, handicraft, and so many beautiful you can export and do a lot of positive way of making money rather than a very fast track by destroying someone. And I think if you believe in God, I think it is something little worrying for me. But positively, I can say it is not a lifetime ban. You are still going to have. It's important for us to change our mindset now. Well, we are all human beings, and we can always make decisions. What is good for ourselves, good for our family, and good for the country. And if there is a will, there is a way we can always change. But when we are stubborn and we are not going to change our old habits away, then there is a problem. So it's important for each and everyone, the chewers, I'm talking about the chewers, to take what makes them to chew so much. If they sit down and take a time out with their family members to change him passing along all, yeah, now all can make him, all can reduce it slowly, little by little, and they can enjoy the chewing rather than abusing that. So we can always change, and like Governor says, all the negative passing, yeah, you can list it down and change that negative into positive. So you can have a goal setting in your own, and then with the family members, with your community members, you can always get together or make a little associations, little community networks. We can always, like Alcohol Anonymous, like that, we can always make a move. And it all goes back to each and every one of individual, what is our future and what are we going to do for our country and to ourselves to make us healthy. Yes, we can always change.
It's really up to our people now, the chewers and the vendors. If only agree now, only like you may make them trial again, we'll start a ban past them, and maybe we could consider, bring him back, come with a designated market. You go long up, kai boy, speed long up, and then you can go. If only like walking Olsem, okay, you can look long in, but I'll consider that after we put the ban.
That brings us to the end of this edition of Olsem Wanem. Next week, we follow the National Road Safety Council and the MBIL. We look at road accidents, road traffic, vehicle standards in PNG, and more. If you have any stories you would like to share, you can contact us on our Facebook page, email or telephone. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your viewing on your #1 station, MTV.